Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of Hermitcraft Season 4 with me, FalseSymmetry, and today we are back over at the pressure plate game we were making last episode. Now, last episode I actually forgot to mention that there were two names that I'm not sure about for this thing. Now, one was the title of the last episode, which was Under Pressure. That was a bit of a kind of, not really a pun, but a kind of, you know the song Under Pressure? Yeah, basically that, and you're under pressure, you're trying not to actually step on the pressure plates. It's kind of working with that idea. And also the other one was Pressure Punch, which I feel like Timsy himself actually came up with that in my live stream the other day when I was finishing this off. And yeah, so those two names, I'll probably put like a little straw poll or something in the top of the description if you would like to help me name it. Pressure Punch or Under Pressure. Both are good names. If you have a better name, write it down below in the comments. But yeah, we actually need to finish this off today. This doesn't really need much work. It just needs like a little sign saying which way to go. We need like perhaps a little chest where maybe we do a bit of a time trial. I might add a few more pistons behind some of the blocks, because people did point out that I did kind of make it so you could jump either way, like side to side, left and right, but that kind of is the point. I feel like if you can't do that and you can't try and run through it, then there isn't much of a speed aspect to the game, which is kind of what I wanted. I want it to be quite a quick game that you kind of try and run through, and yeah, but I think it'll be more of a versus kind of thing, see how far people get. I don't know, I think people can probably make their own choices as to how they're gonna judge it. The idea that the glass is above is that, the other teammate can, well, not teammate, but the other person can watch from above. That's why they've all got glass above them. But anyway, if we can actually end up here, we can look inside here. This is what I mean. But we can also look inside here, which is the maze. Now, I didn't have enough time to finish this off last episode, but today we're actually going to work on this, and I'm glad that I saved it for a separate episode, because this thing is a lot bigger than it looks. Not only is it this floor here, but also if we go down, we have a second, and also we also have a third level. We've got 3 levels in total, all of which need to be 1 block tall, which means it's going to take an awful lot of, well, leaves at the top. We're going to need an awful lot of leaves. We're also going to need a lot of not pressure plates. Got pressure plates on my mind. An awful lot of slabs, because slabs are going to be going in front of these, or above these. That's what we're going to need. We're going to need a lot of slabs all the way above these. And, yeah, probably a lot of clay as well to, like, terraform around this. And also, we need to work out how to actually make an entrance. The entrance is going to be about here, I think. And obviously there's not a lot of like symmetrical stuff going on at the moment with this, so I will need to tweak some things around, I'm sure, and make it work somehow. But you can actually see if I dig this out, you can see the other levels there. So we need to do a little bit of work to fix this up, ready to roll. And I'll come back to you guys when I've dug a whole bunch of things out, made sure everything is ready to roll, and then we shall start building. So the first thing to do is organise exactly how the entrance is going to work here, because the entrance is actually technically right through the middle of the actual pressure plate build. We have to work with it. Now, this is the entrance that I had chosen. Now, yes, it's not really working with the symmetrical part of things. It's fine, we'll just pretend we went for that on purpose. I'm sure it's going to annoy loads of people. Everyone's going to be like, oh my god, Force, it's not symmetrical. And then I can say, well, my name isn't True Symmetry, is it? Exactly, take that. No, I'm joking. Anyway, so yeah, we are currently coming up with how we actually enter the arena, I guess. It's the maze, and the maze is going to be really interesting, because I'm not sure how to, like, I guess I'm going to have clay, maybe I guess we'll go with grass. I've gone with grass around the outside of this, because it's a nice contrast against everything else. Is that going to work? I'm going to have to, put those there, because the leaves are going to have to start there. In fact, let's maybe put a light here and a light here, and that's where we will start the actual, I guess, the hedge part of the hedge maze, because that's what it is. It's going to be a hedge maze very traditional, and this is going to be how you enter. Now I think I'm going to have to move this back a little bit. That's why I made this as long as possible here. So the idea is, so there is a pillar in the way though, is you run into here and then you start the maze here. So what's going to have to happen is, if I can get out of there, this is going to have to be like so, I believe. And I'm pretty sure half slabs mean that you won't suffocate. So that is why they are half slabs. I don't know whether or not there's an option to do it with full blocks, possibly. But the idea is that it's going to be like this. And then obviously in these gaps here, that is where the hedges will be. So let's add a few more hedges just so we can get a little bit of a feel for how this is going to look. So we're going to make them too tall. It should keep people inside. Don't think it's going to cause any issues, hopefully, but that's why we're trying this out now. So the idea is, I've got my Elytra on right now, I should be able to go like that, and then I'm inside the maze, you know, where we've got the half slabs, I can crawl. Yeah, so the idea is, we're going to have to basically make sure there is no way of getting out or standing up, because if you stand up, you basically break. You basically break the thing. So it's quite nice that from above we can see this. Now down below it's going to be a lot harder to make sure we've got all of the maze parts. Although saying that, I'm not sure what the maze walls are going to be made out of down below. Up here works with, you know, having leaves. Because, you know, it's a hedge maze and it's, you know, the sky's there and stuff and it works and it looks pretty cool, hopefully. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, that'll look pretty cool from above, I think, once that's all filled in with hedges and around the outside as well. But yeah, underground I'm not so sure, so I think what I'm going to do is spend a whole bunch of time doing this top maze here like I've been doing, and then we'll take a look and decide maybe what the 2 other levels will be as well. Well, if you had guessed that I would run out of leaves and so would Scar's shop, then you would be correct. Completely run out of all the things I need, which is not helpful. In the slightest. You can tell I was prepared today. Well, actually, to be honest, I did think I had enough leaves. In saying that, I might have 1, maybe 2. No, I don't have any more birch leaves in there, do I? Well, that went swimmingly. So what I've done is I've got myself a whole bunch of saplings, and I believe I probably got some shears somewhere. No, don't worry about it. Oh no, the shears are in here, aren't they? Haha! I moved them to this beautiful chest here. So what I'm going to do is grow a whole bunch of birch trees down in this wonderful blank area here, which is come in very useful, actually, for both myself and Cub and anyone else who's been using this area. It's a really nice, lush area to grow trees, so that's what I'm going to do for a whole bunch of time, and I'll be back in just a second when I've got all the leaves I shall need. So sorry, Scar, you're out of business right now, because I just need birch, not anything else. Sorry, man. If you had guessed that I was probably about half a stack less than I needed, then you'd also be right. Dang it, how did I miss this many? Oh, so sad. It's so nearly complete. Okay, the top is now done, and it's looking pretty fancy if I do say so myself. So we'll probably block off these sides here, and any other mistakes I've made throughout I will fix. But we're going to give this a go. Now, I actually don't remember the way to the end, so I'm going to probably be faffing around, not quite sure what the hell I'm doing. I should have done a bit more of a run up. There we go. Run up, and then you are tiny, and this is what it looks like inside. So I've added loads of lighting because that's something I hadn't thought about, and it is pretty much on every like join, and like every corner, and also every end. So like the end there, so as not to kind of give it away. Like I did have it at like every end of like these areas, but then it was quite obvious where the ends were. So I am failing quite miserably. No, I'm not. I'm not. I actually made it to the end. Here we are. This is what the end looks like. You end up standing up. Then there'll be like a sign there, maybe saying something like, "Congrats, level 2's down below." Then you get to level 2, and then you have the same run up thing here. Now, that doesn't really necessarily get any more difficult, but I think this will work much better as like a time trial. Just not sure how to maybe have this look. So I have been trying a few different things out here. I've just put myself in survival mode. So this is the hedge maze on top. And then we have this here. Oopsie. There's no light. You liar. There's no light anywhere near you. You massive butt. Can I put that there? Can I put that there? There we go. That fixed it. It's fine. We'll ignore that. It's completely fine. Anyway, let's quickly... Oh yeah, there's light in here with the snow. That's what I forgot. Yeah, but basically you can actually get on top of the snow and it makes it a little bit taller. So I was thinking about doing something with that. And then I was like, no, we'll just do something with glass and we'll make the floor the same everywhere so it's really complicated. Which actually, this works quite nicely. You can't really tell where there's a next wall. Really? Other than when I had it originally with red underneath the walls. But I don't know, the snow doesn't really work with that idea. And then we got this idea here, which was snow and ice. But you can't put the snow layers on ice. So the ice could work by itself, but I mean, you're kind of slippery. If I let go, you do slide still, but it's not really that exciting. You can kind of see where the path goes, which is the only problem with this. But these are a few ideas that I've been trying out, so I guess I'm just going to hop in, try and lay these out, and what we'll do is a little bit of a time lapse. Level is now complete. So if we head to the exit of the first level, we have the red level. Look at this. You can't really see it right now, but if I do this, that didn't work. gotta get my Elytra active. There we go. There we go. Look at my wonderful feet. This is the level. This is the level right here. It's looking pretty cool. If we go over to this wall here, you will see that we've got a pretty good view of the ravine area in here. Shame you can't get right up to the edge, but you get a pretty good view, a bit of a view of all the things that are going on over here. So I think like Tango's built a Tangler somewhere over here. I know that that's TFC's little area. But anyway, this is actually not the way out. The way out is actually, wait, saying that I better check that it isn't. Yeah, the way out's there, so you can kind of work out kind of where you're going a little bit, but it's quite difficult. I'm so glad that I chose to make the floor the same as like just underneath the walls. So the walls being glass, it was a really good decision to basically make them all the same. There we go. And then when you exit, you stand up and you go down to the next level, which we haven't decided yet. I kind of want to go with the ice, just because then they're all three very different themes. This one's a bit more dangerous. I'm getting lower and lower, and the more mobs are appearing and shooting me and stuff. Even though this area is pretty lit up, there still are some mobs here and there. But once this is all covered over, we shouldn't have any issues. I'm so excited about having all 3 levels done. No one's really around. Mumbo just joined, but I don't think we're going to have this finished this episode enough that we can get the Hermits playing it. But hopefully in the future episodes we will have maybe a little bit of a games night. I'll invite a couple of Hermits over to maybe try out my 2 games as like the test dummies of it, perhaps. But anyway, I think we're going to go with the ice on this one, so I'm just going to get it done. Probably have to go over to the ice spikes biome, saying that. I haven't been over there in ages. I don't even know if I remember where it is, so fingers crossed that I haven't just lost where that is, because I'm really worried that I don't actually have any ice. I guess we'll have to have a trip down to the shops as well. Maybe there's an ice shop there. I'm pretty sure there was. They might be sold out though, so let's have a quick nap and I will catch you guys over there. Well, this is most definitely the hardest one to make. I have run out of snow layers, pretty much. I've got 17 left on me, and each one of these piles is 4 snow layers. So you can probably tell just by looking at it how many I've needed for this. This was maybe 5 or 6 stacks of snow layers, and that isn't probably even half of this area. That, and I've also got to do this, which I've realised is a massive pain in the butt, because if I remove this block here, which would mean I'd be able to stand on this, you can probably tell there's light coming from around this block maybe, or maybe it's just coming from there, but basically the light's from above, the floor above, because that's red, as you can see, gonna be way too close to the ice, so I need to actually keep that covered. But then when I need to place these, and when I need to place the stone slabs next to these, it's going to be very, very difficult. So I'm actually going to have to do the maze whilst I'm placing them, which isn't very helpful. Welcome to the tundra. This is what I should call this level, because it is an absolute nightmare to get through. Oh my god, is it crazy or what? This is literally ridiculous. I don't know where I'm going. I'm so lost inside this. I think this is the exit. I mean, this is the entrance, not the exit at all. That's also down below, and I should be able to get into this. I think getting rid of that was the best idea. There we go. Yeah, I was trying to have like a slope of snow, and that wasn't working. Okay, let's see if we can figure out the way out of this one. It's not that way. It's not that way. I think it's like I think we've gone the wrong way already, but I don't really know. Yeah, it's totally the wrong way. Totally the wrong way. I'm hoping I'll actually hook this up. This is the one that I'm actually not sure 100% that I've actually hooked it up to the exit. Like, it could have gone anyway. If you hold sprint, blimey, you're a bit shaky. It's a bit of a problem. Okay, there's the exit. Now, can I hook up to that this side? No. Can I hook up to that any side? That way. I want to go this way. How do I get on that? Did I not hook that up? Did I not hook that up at all? I didn't hook that up. Oh no. Did I do something stupid? Like not hook up the pathway out? I guess so. Well, I guess I better get my camera account back to have a look, because this is just ridiculous. Okay, so I've made an exit now, because there actually wasn't one. I physically forgot to put one in. Well, I think I did have an exit, but obviously it wasn't. It wasn't in place, but here we go, and then here is the actual exit. We haven't got a shop or anything yet. Might add one, might not. I don't think I'm going to add one in this episode, just because this took a lot longer than expected, so I think I'm just going to make it look fairly tidy, and you know, in live streams I'll make these games actually playable. Maybe we'll even play them on live stream, I don't even know, but this is kind of fun. I really enjoyed it. I do want to make sure this is tidy from the outside there. In fact, let me actually show you real quick what it looks like in the ravine thing underneath the mesa with my camera account, because it looks pretty cool actually. So here is how this thing looks outside. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm just gonna get the hardened. What is it called? I want to call it hardened. Is that my name over there? Yeah, there I am. Get some of the packed ice and put that around where the gap is. But I think that looks actually pretty snazzy. Like, you know, some of these things under here you can kind of see, which is kind of cool, because the idea is that you would be flying through this anyway. So I like that you can see the tanker there. You can see my maze there. That, I believe, is the pressure plate game. And then we have TFC's thing there. It's pretty cool being able to see them, and also you can just tell the craziness by looking at it like this. This one's messy, really messy above, but that doesn't matter. You can't really tell. And this is how the whole thing looks from the outside, which is probably one of my favourite things ever. I think this is so cool. I'm really glad that I went with the leaves. Being birch on the inside here and on the outside. I think what I want to do is add some grass around the outside of this with some flowers, and the same in the grassy areas in here as well. Not that you'll be able to see them, but when you fly over it will look much prettier. There are a few things I need to fix, like that little thing there. Adding signposts everywhere saying what to do and everything like that, because that is the one thing that I haven't got added. But But yeah, I'm really happy with how this thing turns out, and I think that the maze is pretty good. There they are. Look at those 3 mazes. They're quite small, but they work. They work. But anyway, let's get on with tidying it up real quick. Well, all I need to do now is add another closed sign. It seems a bit weird, me making these things and then adding a closed sign to it. But yeah, just to make sure that no hermits like try and play it and it's broken and therefore doesn't work, etc., or they don't understand what's going on, because yeah, this probably needs a little bit of explaining, because this actually needed explaining to me before. Like, I didn't realise there was a way of actually doing an Elytra Maze. Yeah, so I'm really happy that, I don't know who it was in a live stream a couple weeks back now that someone mentioned that you can actually make an Elytra Maze that is 1 block tall, and I was just so like, wow, that seems really cool, I want to do that, and then I worked out ways to do it. Took a little while, but I'm really happy with how I ended up. We haven't done the gift shop yet, that's the only thing we need to do. And we also need to figure out maybe, although saying that, maybe not gift shop. This is the way into the exit so far. We don't actually have a proper exit either. You come out at the back of the building so far. So maybe we'll make it go that way and back to the front, possibly. I haven't decided yet. I guess I need to spend a whole bunch of time working that out. I should probably close this up. Actually, saying that, I believe I tried to, I hope there's no creepers down here. If there is, I'm going to be very sad. No, yeah, I just opened this up really quickly just to light up out there. We'll leave this bit dark because it doesn't really matter. This is gonna come back and pinch me on the butt, isn't it? And yeah, everything should work quite well, hopefully, once we have it all set up. I just need to make it look a bit prettier, because currently, I mean, this bit here doesn't look very pretty at all, actually, saying that, so I should probably spend a bit of time just making this look a little bit nicer than it does, and I'm so happy with it. I just needed more time to do gift shops and stuff, but that ice level, man, next time, leave a gap, right? If you make this yourself, right, and you make levels like I have, then make sure you leave enough space in between each level that you can walk on top of the walls. It makes it 100 times easier. Otherwise, you quite literally have to do the maze whilst you're building, which is difficult because you basically have to not block off any areas that you need to get to, etc, etc. But anyway, I'm so happy with my 2 little games. They aren't quite done, but in a future episode you will see me and some other hermits playing them once they are 100% ready. Yeah, that is sadly it for this episode, guys. Remember to leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and that is it, guys. I'll catch you in the next episode. See ya!
When Stanley approached the end of the video, he clicked the subscribe button.